in my earnest opinion, Placebo is something that would be deep on AO3. Family is such a subject that I don't think, better yet, don't want it to be involved in any types of stories like these. But you think after reading a story about projectile heat-sinking nut pearls and tentacle impregnation, I would hope that would be off reach, but no. Placebo I stumbled upon in a comment, and I was talking with a friend like, okay, what is this? Let's see what's going on. I googled a synopsis and I was left very confused.
Woo-Yun has come to in a very compromising position in front of the people he loves. How is this possible? What's going on? And why is his brother, Woo-Jin, whom he detests, here? This isn't right, it has to stop. But who's in control here? Is this all a dream? This is no ordinary family dinner.
What does this tell you about the story? Absolutely nothing. It sounded like me writing a closing paragraph for an essay. Lots of words, terrible grammar, but nothing at the same time. But it was right there in my face. So it took a search off of Reddit to figure out, well, what the f is this? You want to know what the first result was? Recommend me more stories about brotherly love.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text police 61016. We'll sort it.
Woo-Jin, well, let's say he was studying hard to go to another university to avoid his brother because his brother Woo-Yun was bullying him throughout school. Now, you know those things where people are like, oh, you know, sometimes people are mean because they like a person. It's unfortunately this case. It is really unfortunately this case. Woo-Yun, the brother, applies for the same university as him. As if spreading rumors about him and fighting him at home and at school wasn't enough, they end up in the same class and major. And as Woo-Jin is crushing on his classmate Junghui, someone, you know, not related, you know, completely normal, and trying to spread his wings and fly, this son of a bitch clips his wings. They're given a group project opportunity and his brother tries to destroy whatever that is going on. Now, I'm sure you're either horrified or wondering, and horrified, are they actually brothers? No, but that doesn't disregard the fact that this is fucked up and disgusting shit is about to happen. Someone's mom got married to someone's dad when they were both very young, and the story highlights their step-brotherness a little bit, but completely just says like, fuck it, out the window and try to really enforce that full kind of brother thing. There is no step-brother, it's just a full-on brother and family pushing at the worst times too. Woo-Jin, absolutely annoyed with his brother intervening in his life, he runs off to the bathroom. And one thing about these stories, you're gonna know exactly what type of time this story is gonna be on before you hit that final panel of the first episode.
Do you know you have 30 minutes? Are you kidding me?
So I'm reading this in a call, blindly, off of the synopsis, confused, still didn't get it. The brother enters the bathroom right after him, taunting him saying, oh, this must be where you eat your lunch, and Woo-Jin is about to throw, I don't know, the hardest punch of his life, and his brother pushes him to the wall, immediately overpowering him, talking about some, oh, come on, you promised you'd play with me today. Huh? I don't get it. I'm confused. What the fuck do you mean by that? Neither does Woo-Jin, bitch. We both confused. And then Woo-Yun says, let's play. Not that let's play. This is a very different let's play. All of a sudden, Woo-Jin switches up, eyes shift. I'm sitting there like, what? Hello? He drops to the fucking floor. All of a sudden, he's giving him head. Bitch, I said hello? What just happened? This man literally was just like, he wanted to punch the fuck out of him. He just hated him. What just happened? Am I reading Jinx again? Like, what's going on? So not only is this story fucked up for the fact of, you know, and I don't fucking care if they're not fully blood related or whatever. They still grew up together and were kids. That's close enough. So it's fucking weird. I don't need to hold your hand when I say that shit too. Bitch, that shit goes on for 2 chapters. I'm skipping through because I'm confused. How did we get to this point? If I rip my eyes out, how much would I receive from the government? Could I get compensation from the government for reading this shit? So then they give us a backstory explanation. Woo-Jin was annoyed. Well, why are you going to the same university as me? Go get a life. And we get a shot of this book called Subconscious Reprogramming. I failed math a lot in my life and I know a couple of big words, but those two didn't click. Do you know what that entails? Do you know what this means? He actually begins to hypnotize him into doing whatever he wants by saying, let's play. Wow. So, and great. Was that all that was just like missing? The final puzzle piece? They just gotta make sure they give you a shitty ass, booty ass plot line, but the final piece of cherry on top of the fucking cake is nothing's consensual. How creative. How fucking creative. I'll be honest with you, reading the synopsis all over again, my jaw dropped. It was in my face and I didn't even realize it. Initially, he was doing this to, I guess, shut him up for being annoying, his words, not mine. He started making him do like little tasks, like chores around and getting him a towel and stuff. He just had an idea, like, let's take it a step further. And it transitions back to this whole bathroom scene going on of giving head. Woo-Yun thinks he would probably off himself if he realized he was doing this and that brothers are supposed to love each other. Yeah, you're right. Not like this though. Y'all are supposed to be fucking family, not actually fucking them. People even walk in the bathroom and it's like Woojin can oddly function and still have fear, but Wooyoung can still make him do whatever he wants. How he stops hypnotizing him is by saying playtime is over. And Woojin will have no such memory of anything that just happened. And this has been going on for a while. Like literally Wooyoung leaves the bathroom and Woojin is like, well, how the fuck did my hat get over here? But before you get a moment to breathe and grasp, well, what the fuck just happened, we get a time skip to a week later with the same problem of a group assignment and Woojin's crush asking his brother to be a part of their group project. Also, there's this random guy over here in the group. He's straight, nothing else, just one punchline for that whole chapter. Never saw him again. Well, as far as I got. Woojin's brother is so hell-bent on keeping him to himself, he joins his club as well, getting closer to his crush just to eavesdrop. Woojin is fucking livid because no matter how much he tries, his brother just weasels his way in. Jumping to later, he starts up an argument about it. He demands he stays out of his life and his brother just starts patronizing him and starts flirting, and Woojin is confused, but before it gets any further, Woojin says, let's play. And it's another grape scene. Cutting to then him almost having small talk with his crush, to cutting to getting a backstory of him getting bullied, which I didn't understand why there was, to then cutting to him in another room with his crush and Wooyoung talking, and I don't know, this story just loves to jump back and forth. And I'm sure you're gonna guess absolutely right what's gonna happen in the next chapter. No, it doesn't end with them all imploding, as much as I would like for that to happen, but Wooyoung starts to tease Woojin, calling him gay, to then activate the let's play for another grape scene for like another 2 chapters. Now, I promise you a lot of this story just kind of loops, where it's like, okay, Woojin's like, stay away from me, and I like somebody I'm like not related to at all. Oh, okay, hypnotizing and grape for like 2-3 chapters. Of course, since he's hypnotized and can make him do whatever he wants, he pretty much makes Woojin stay away from his crush from like time to time and sabotages his life. There was a moment where there was a date set up and his brother found out and made him cancel it under hypnotization. They were supposed to go to a movie, now he just has him jacking off. Like, what the fuck is happening? I made it to maybe chapter 8 to 10, skimmed a little, checked the recent because I want to know, well, what's happening now? Is anybody gonna find out and intervene? No. The crush notices something odd, but they're just like, oh, they seem closer than normal. He has no fucking clue. There were so many flashbacks and flash forwards in 10 chapters. I swear to God, it was either the strangest moment or literally just a panel where they're walking. I was confused, but I began to actually get delighted so I didn't have to see balls in my face every 8 panels. And it literally just goes nowhere. But I'm assuming that's probably the point of this. I want to know who gave the green light. What board of directors sat there in a circle and said, yeah, this is good, because apparently this was just like a 3 chapter or like a few chapter thing, but somehow just got magically extended and turned into an actual series. Not that I actually am going to give this the credit of calling it one, but there's nearly 40 chapters. And after what I've read and skimming through, I truly can't imagine what else could be happening in the story for it to be going on for that fucking long. It's very rinse and repeat. And okay, whatever, they're not fully blood related. They really just love that brother word and forcing family down the throat in the most disturbing moments. Why am I seeing a moment of consciousness after having balls in my face? They really want to drill a full family idea in your head when something fucking weird is happening. And it's like Wooyoung gets jealous and maybe comes to a sense what he could be doing is wrong, but proceeds to go right back to it. Girl, what the fuck was the point of any of this? This is fucking gross. And don't give me any shit about no fucking hashtag system, because the only thing this was under was hashtag BL, so BLO fire out of my ass. All of the characters have no development, but then again, I feel like any semblance of a story or an actual personality is a privilege with some of these BLs. I just think it's insane because I only know one other story with Let's Play in it, and I'm not gonna be able to look at that without thinking of this. The only real bit of entertainment I found was from the comments slowly realizing, wow, this is actually straight up ass. I feel like my understanding of what placebo is like something that is not exactly happening, but you're like kind of tricked into believing it. Like, so I'm not sure what the title is trying to tell me. Like, plot twist, Woojin wasn't actually falling for hypnotization, just went along with all this. I don't know. I don't even want to fathom that. I mean, I hate to sound like a broken record, but the art is still good, but that's the only thing I could really give it. Could I say this is worse than Darkfall? I guess. So, hey, this is insane. Bye.